Welcome back to the Step-by-Step English podcast. I am your co-host Alex, and I am wearing my smart socks today.
Hello everyone, and welcome. I am Emma, your English teacher. I hope your smart socks are working, Alex, because today is a big day.
Every day with you is a big day, Emma. What complex adult topic are we learning today? Advanced business negotiations?
Not exactly. Today we are going to learn English vocabulary by looking at a second grade social studies curriculum.
Second grade? Emma, I am a grown man with a beard. I already passed the second grade.
Are you sure about that, Alex? Because last week you got lost inside a grocery store.
The dairy aisle is very confusing, Emma. All the milk looks the same.
That is exactly why we are reviewing these concepts. We will talk about government, maps, history, and the economy. These are fantastic topics for learning everyday English vocabulary.
Okay, I trust you. But if you make me color a picture of a turkey, I am leaving.
No coloring today, I promise. Let us start with our first topic, which is the role of government and laws. Every city and country has a government.
A government is the group of people who make all the decisions right. Kind of like the director of a movie.
That is a very creative way to think about it. Yes, the government is the group of people who lead a community, and they are responsible for making laws.
I know what a law is. A law is a very strict rule. If you break a law, you get into big trouble.
Exactly, Alex. Laws are rules made by the government to keep people safe and organized. For example, stopping at a red traffic light is a law.
What happens if I decide I do not like that law? Red is an angry color anyway. Can I just ignore it?
No, you cannot ignore laws. If you do not follow the law, there are consequences. You might get a ticket or have to pay a fine.
A fine means you have to pay money as a punishment. I do not like fines. Maybe I should become the mayor so I can change the laws.
That is an excellent vocabulary word, Alex. A mayor is the leader of a city or town government. Have you ever thought about running for mayor?
Mayor Alex has a great ring to it. My first law would be free pizza on Fridays for everyone. I think the citizens would love me.
I am sure they would love the pizza. But the government also has to pay for things using taxes. And pizza for a whole city would be very expensive.
Taxes ruin all my fun ideas. Taxes are money people pay to the government, right?
Yes, taxes pay for schools and roads and police officers. But let us move on to our next topic, which is geography. Today we are talking about continents and oceans.
Oh, I am excellent at geography. Ask me anything.
Okay, what is a continent?
A continent is a giant piece of land floating in the water. Like a really big island with a lot of countries on it.
That is a very simple explanation, but it is correct. A continent is one of the main continuous expanses of land on Earth. Do you know how many continents there are?
There are 7. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Boom. Told you I was a geography master.
Wow, I am actually very impressed. That was perfect. Now what is an ocean?
An ocean is where the sharks live. It is a massive body of salt water.
Yes, an ocean is a very large expanse of sea. There are 5 major oceans, like the Pacific and the Atlantic. To find these places, we use maps.
I hate maps. They are just paper with squiggly lines on them. I only use the voice on my phone to tell me where to turn.
Maps are very important tools, Alex. To understand a map, you need to look at the map key. Have you ever used a map key?
Is that the little box in the corner with tiny pictures in it? I thought those were just decorations.
No, they are not decorations. A map key explains what the symbols on a map mean. A symbol is a mark or picture that represents something else.
Oh, so like a picture of an airplane means there is an airport there. And a picture of a little bed means there is a hotel.
Exactly. Imagine looking at a map full of little beds and airplanes without knowing what they mean. The map key unlocks the information.
So a key unlocks a door, and a map key unlocks the map. That makes perfect sense. Why did nobody tell me this in 2nd grade?
I am sure your teacher tried to tell you, Alex. You were probably too busy drawing dinosaurs in your notebook.
Dinosaurs are way cooler than map keys, Emma. Speaking of dinosaurs, let us talk about history.
We are not going back that far in history. We are going to compare daily life in the past and the present. The past is time that has already happened.
Like yesterday. Or 10 years ago. Or when I used to have hair on the top of my head.
Yes, exactly. And the present is what is happening right now. How is daily life different now compared to 100 years ago?
Well, we have smartphones now. In the past, people had to look out the window to see the weather. Now I just ask my phone.
That is a great example of technology changing daily life. In the past, people traveled by horse and carriage. In the present, we travel by cars and airplanes.
In the past, people had to wash their clothes by hand in a river. In the present, I just throw them in a machine and take a nap. I really love the present, Emma.
The present definitely has a lot of conveniences. Notice how we use the simple past tense when we talk about history. We say people washed clothes or people traveled.
Right, because it already happened. And for the present, we say I wash clothes or I travel. English grammar is secretly hiding in this history lesson.
You caught me. Everything is an English lesson if you look closely. Now let us move to our final topic, which is economics. We are going to learn about producers and consumers.
Economics. This is where I talk about being broke again.
We are just going to look at the basics. Let us start with a producer. A producer is a person or business that makes goods or provides services.
Goods are things you can touch, right? Like a bicycle or a sandwich.
Yes, goods are physical items that you buy. And a service is work that someone does for you. Like a haircut or fixing a car.
So a farmer is a producer because they grow apples. And a mechanic is a producer because they provide a service.
Perfect examples. Now, if they are the producers who is buying their things?
That would be me. The guy with no money left.
You are the consumer. A consumer is a person who buys or uses goods and services.
So when I go to the bakery and buy 3 chocolate donuts, I am a consumer. And the baker is the producer. I like this game.
It is not just a game, it is how the whole world works. We are all consumers and many of us are producers too. What service do you produce, Alex?
I produce smiles and laughter on this podcast. I am basically a factory of joy.
I think you produce a lot of silly questions. But yes, creating entertainment is providing a service. Now that we have covered all our vocabulary, it is time for the 10-round roleplay.
Yes. The main event. Stretch your brains, everyone, because I'm ready to win.
I will give you a scenario or a word. You have to respond using our new second grade vocabulary. Round 1. You walk into a store and buy a new pair of shoes. What is your role in this situation?
I am the consumer. I am consuming footwear so I do not walk on the cold street.
Correct? Round 2. A woman bakes fresh bread every morning and sells it at a market. What is she?
She is the producer. And she is producing delicious carbohydrate goods.
Correct. Round 3. You are looking at a drawing of a city and you see a tiny red cross. Where do you look to find out what the red cross means?
I look at the map key. And the map key tells me the red cross is a symbol for a hospital.
Excellent. Round 4. You are standing on the beach, looking at a huge body of salt water. What are you looking at?
I am looking at an ocean. And I'm staying on the sand because I'm afraid of sharks.
Very smart. Round 5. People wrote letters on paper and waited weeks for them to arrive. Is this an example of the past or the present?
That is definitely the past. Who has weeks to wait for a message?
Correct. Round 6. We send emails that arrive in 1 second. Past or present?
That is the beautiful, glorious present.
Correct again. Round 7. The government says you must wear a seatbelt when driving a car. What is this rule called?
That rule is a law. And it is a good law to keep my handsome face safe in an accident.
I agree completely. Round 8. You are the top leader of a small town. What is your job title?
I am the mayor. Mayor Alex, provider of Friday pizzas.
Do not forget the taxes, Mayor Alex. Round 9. Africa, Europe, and Asia are examples of what?
They are continents. Giant floating pieces of land with lots of people.
Correct. And the final round, number 10. A blue line on a map that represents a river is called a what?
It is a symbol. Not the instrument you hit, but a picture with a meaning.
10 out of 10, Alex. You successfully passed the second grade today.
Thank you, Emma. I want to thank my parents and my dog for believing in me. This is the proudest moment of my life.
Well, you did a great job reviewing these words. Government, law, mayor, continent, ocean, map key, symbol. Past, present, producer, and consumer. These are great foundational words for English learners.
I agree. Even though it is second grade stuff, it is very useful for adult conversations. You cannot talk about the news without knowing what a government or an economy is.
That is absolutely true. Thank you everyone for joining us for this lesson. We hope you learned something new today.
If you are a consumer of our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. We are producing the best English lessons just for you.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.